to the Rotary Club of Georgetown. As everybody knows, it's the greatest Rotary Club in the world. My name is George Lorigan, and I am honored and humbled to serve as your president this year. And Rich, you can join us anytime.
Okay.
We'll even allow Jerry to join us.
I was actually talking to Ray about this a little bit.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So, Scott is already here. Elizabeth, Derek. I haven't seen Elizabeth, so let me grab someone else.
Ron's there.
Ron? Thank you, Ron. Ron, you'll handle the pledge for me, please.
Good afternoon. Let's pray. Blessed are you, Lord, God of creation. You feed the whole world with your goodness, your grace, your kindness, and your mercy. You nourish and sustain us and good to all, and do good to all. Bless this food to our use and us to your Rotary service. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And our milestones. Member birthdays, Jeannie Cox, December 1st. Dan Gaddis, December 1st. Derek Neal, December 5th. Spouse birthdays, Larry Barrett's wife Sue on November 25th. George Oliver's wife Vicky on December 1st. Steve Dolph's wife Diane on December 4th. And anniversaries, Mike and Joanne Douglas, 46 years, November 24th. Gary and Terry Anderson, 48 years, November 27th. Steve and Diane Dull, 37 years, also on November 27th. Wiley and Carrie Rudisill, 33 years, on November 29th. Club anniversaries, Jerry Berry, 1 year on November 30th. Steve Dull, 25 years, December 1st. Trey Sutton, 6 years on December 19th. And Reese Bruckner, 4 years on December 4th. Salute.
Thank you very much. Also on audiovisual, we have Brad Curley, and Henry Yu is doing a video for us, which will be posted online. If you brought a guest today, please stand and introduce them. Please stand and introduce them. We've got a roving microphone. Who has a guest? No guest? How about visiting Rotarians? 1, 2, 3.
I guess sort of. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sort of down.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Holloway, Sun City Rotary, and it is my pleasure today to remind you that breakfast with Santa is coming. Please come on board this game. If you would like to take it, let me know. Thank you.
No, you guys fight it out.
We fight everything out anyway. I'm Georgetown, Rotary Club, Cedar Park, Leander, and I think it's just great to be here today.
So I'm Rich J from the Rotary Club of Temple South, and I'm happy to be here today. Welcome, man.
Welcome back.
You're right.
My name is Phil Schreier. I'm with the Rotary Club out of Omaha. It's Omaha Northwest. I've been here a few times before. I work for an engineering firm in Omaha, and I'm just happy to be here as well. Thank you.
Dennis.
I'm going to share a little story about what happened at the Field of Honor. At our luncheon last Friday, our district governor, Jim, walked up to me without saying hello or greetings or anything. He made sure he pointed out the pin on his collar. So my message is taking hold. Jerry, do I see a pin on your collar there? Rich has his pin on. At any rate, if you're here rumbling, the pig over there is empty now, so if you feel compelled, you know where your donation dollar goes.
The word has gotten out to the highest levels in the district that our Sergeant at Arms is on the lookout. Membership.
Good afternoon. We have two individuals who have had their proposals for membership accepted by the board today. One is Erica Igo. Many of you have maybe met her already. She's already worked the Patriots ball. She's just jumping right in. She had to leave to go do a thing at her daughter's school, but John Sullivan is sitting back there. John, would you stand up? John, yep. Welcome to John. He's a veteran and is currently a student studying forensic accounting. Also, Raymond Mejia. I don't think Raymond is here. His application is on the table as well. So we have 3 applications on the table for your review. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Membership's looking great. So we just completed one of our biggest fundraisers, biggest community service event that we've had so far, the Field of Honor, and it was put together by an amazing number of people. We're going to do some recognitions, but not today, because I need to get a whole list of all the people who worked extremely hard on that event. But I'd like to today do a couple things. One, I'd like to have Jeannie and Rhonda stand up. Those are the 2 key people that put this together. Extremely successful event, and well talked about, well publicized across the city of Georgetown and Central Texas. Now, I'd also like to have every person who either attended or worked in any way, supported in any way the Field of Honor or the Patriot Ball, to please stand also. And I know some people were concerned that our club was not interested in this and would not participate, but I think they were mistaken slightly. David, you've got to stand up. What's the deal there?
Just ask her.
Obviously, someone, Chief, you were there. Oh, okay, yes, exactly. Is it too difficult to stand around nowadays? Yeah, I'm right out here. The black RAV4. Just put it on the windshield. I'll tear it up like the rest of them. It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all of you. You know, what a wonderful place it is when you can harass the chief of police and still not end up in jail. I think. I haven't left yet, so I don't know for certain.
It'll be the unmarked cruiser waiting for you.
The unmarked cruiser, absolutely, absolutely. Still gathering information for things for the wallet project. We've actually gone out and purchased a bunch of wallets, but if you have any more for them, you can give those to Carol. If you wanted to donate money for the purchase of the wallets, also give those to Carol. Christmas party. When is the Christmas party? The 13th of December. So that's just a couple weeks away, about 3 weeks away. So our Christmas party is going to involve 3 different things going on during that meeting. We have a board meeting beforehand, but that's not during the Christmas party. We have gifts for either 2 to 4 teenage boys. So we're going to do it a little differently this year than in the past. So, we won't make the boys sit on Santa Claus's lap and that sort of stuff, okay? So we don't want to embarrass them, but we still will have gifts for them. And as in the past, we would pass the bucket. I think there should be some stuff on your table there if you wanted to charge to your account, if you want to donate to that. That's how we raise the money for that. There you go. Barbara is holding them up. They're on the table already.
There's 2 different forms because Myra wasn't here and we didn't get the message
Either one will work. And they're passing baskets around, so if you'd like to put cash in there, that's fine too. And this is where the money we use like this is the only time we really pass the hat, and it's used to buy the gifts for the kids and the families that are in the home there at the Baptist Children's Home. So that's the number one thing that we do every year at our Christmas party. We're also going to, those doors closed? Okay, good. We're also going to honor the ladies who have been serving you for 50 plus years. Lunch every Friday for 50 plus years. We're going to try and bring back all the ones that are still around that have retired, and also honor them, and we're going to be serving them lunch. So for the Christmas party, we have a special honoring for them. Larry, are you here? Larry Baird, I haven't seen Larry, but he's in charge of that. Not Larry Baird, but Larry Bingham, sorry. I got mixed up there. And also, again, we're going to have the Georgetown Show Choir back. So it'll be a very, very special event. There's a yellow tablet on the table next to Carol. If you're going to be here and bring a guest, be sure to sign up so that she knows what kind of account to give to Alicia. Julian, Rotary first night, what's going on there?
We have our two campuses this year, Mitchell and Pearl. Mitchell had a wonderful ceremony, most fantastic thing a couple weeks ago, and Pearl is coming up, so please help come out and attend, and if you want to help in any way, see me or Karen.
So you can make a...
I don't like this. Everyone here, it's great. It's great. So that's it.
Exactly. So there's another event, as you see, on December 13th. So prior to coming to Rotary, just stop by there and celebrate with the kids. You'll really love that event. And then we also have the ones listed for the next part of the year. Wilson. I got you, didn't I?
Stuff in my plate there. Thanks. I'm going to talk a little bit. Danny asked me if I would mention this for everyone. The Northwest Austin Rotary Club, and many of you heard this before, they sell fruit at Christmas time every year. This is their 24th year. Excuse me for reading, but the proceeds are going to honor teachers, paraprofessionals, as well as their scholarship program, which I think we're all familiar with. They did 17 scholarships in the Round Rock School District. The sign-up sheet's available. George has it over there, so we're confirming that. They're selling fruit from the Rio Grande Valley, citrus, the oranges, and grapefruit. And anticipated delivery date will be December 6th. That is a great Christmas gift, especially those of you in business that maybe like to pass out gifts. It's actually something healthy to eat at Christmas time. It beats a box of candy, I'll tell you. Well, I don't know if it really beats it, but it's better for you than a box of candy. So, citrus available. Sign up over there. Let's see if we can help out a fellow Rotary Club. Thank you.
So growing up, my stocking was always filled with an apple, an orange, grapefruit, a tangerine. You can always guarantee that those items of fruit would be in the stocking. So there you go. You need to stuff your kids' stockings or somebody's, get your case. David, I think you need a couple of volunteers.
Immediately after this meeting, we are going to the storage unit. Thank you. We're going to the storage unit to unload Chris Cash's trailer, which he kindly volunteers every year for the Field of Honor. It's only going to take about 30 minutes. It's well organized in there. We bundled up the poles and the flags. We've already done the rebars, so we don't have that heavy work to do. So please, 8-10 people after the meeting, 2000 Leander Street. It's just about a mile away from here. Come join us. Thank you.
Now that is different from Leander Road. So you may want to plug that in your GPS. Joanne.
Every year, our Rotary Club gives scholarships to the top 10% of Georgetown, and all of our high schools. We also participate in the district vocational scholarship program where they give 4 or 5, whatever, $5,000 scholarships for 2 years of study in vocational topic. There's a wide range, and you end up making more money than I ever made. So anyway, our scholar last year, Maya McKay, is a student who was awarded our vocational scholarship last year. She's studying computer, well, right now, graphics. She will give her presentation for her class on Rotary, December the 5th at 2 o'clock at TSTC in Waco in the Province building. I have directions if you'd like to make the trip up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on December 5th. Thank you.
So did I put the wrong word up there? I put the E in there.
Yeah, I think I said it was Provident building, but it's Province building.
Okay. Thank you. Very good. So if you're going to be able to go, and this would be a great opportunity to follow up with someone who we've given a significant amount of money to, and they're part of the requirement that they have when we give them the money is they have to do things for Rotary. So what they're doing is actually creating a poster for Rotary. Chris Cash, what's going on tomorrow? Ramp build. Fantastic. Now Larry, this is a short ramp, right? It's a long ramp.
It's 48, 50 feet. The modules are built, so it's not as bad as full starting from scratch, but we need as many people as possible.
Now it's also a straight ramp, right? Not like the straight ramp last time where we had to make everything smaller and go around, wrap around poles. Okay. So it should be a great fun time to build. Come and join us. It's here in Georgetown. Next slide. This kind of gives you a summary of what's going on and what's coming up. Ramp build tomorrow, no meeting next Friday. It does say the 29th this time instead of the 22nd. Thank you for helping me with that. The following Friday, we'll have a presentation of fishing in the dark, and then Christmas party, followed by two Fridays off. And then I'm going to highlight some other big functions at district level. We've got the District Foundation Gala and the Celebration of Clubs. Put your name on the list to join up for those. And then obviously I didn't change this slide completely because the next slide doesn't have Billy Ray Stubblefields' picture up there. I did really good, didn't I? Oh my gosh. Billy Ray, I'm going to turn this over to you before I mess anything else up. These are still available, to include the coin. So if you're interested, you can order them online or maybe able to get them right here, right? Carol can get them for you right here, and they'll eventually be available to order online.
Wow, I feel so much better. I feel 20 years younger. That's Terry Mertink, who was our speaker 1 or 2 weeks ago. Great guy. Had lunch with him after he was our speaker, and he's a super guy from Wahlberg, descendant of many families out there. I am here to, as your foundation chair, to talk about our foundation. And the first thing I want to do is to thank you all as members of the club for being so responsive to my call for contributions to the foundation. And we have special guests here today to help us celebrate. Rich Kay, former district governor, and Jerry Chapman, these two gentlemen here at the front desk. They're going to get up and speak a little bit later in the presentation. And I want the members of the foundation committee who are here, and Mark Dietz, who is going to be an interim committee member, to come on up and get over here by the table with all these pens laid out there. I'm going to get my notebook here. As you may remember, at our last foundation presentation, I issued a challenge to the club, the nature of which was to respond to the match program that the district had available at the time, and to move up to the next level of Paul Harris, whether it was your first Paul Harris or a subsequent Paul Harris, and many answered the call. First of all, what is a Paul Harris recognition? A Paul Harris recognition is the recognition of the equivalent of $1,000 donation to the foundation. The foundation, Rotary International, is an enormous project, and it enables Rotary clubs around the world to undertake some extraordinary projects. Our club has been the beneficiary of the Rotary Foundation, and among the things that we have done, and I'm going to call on Stephen a little bit later to tell you in particular what the Georgetown Rotary Club of Georgetown has done through the Rotary International Foundation for our community and for our partner club in Ciudad Victoria. But we have been more than equal in terms of the money we have given to Rotary Foundation as opposed to the money that the Rotary Foundation has given to us. So we owe a debt to the Rotary Foundation, and I think long term we need to equal what Rotary Foundation has given to us. Your Rotary dues every month include a $10 donation to the foundation. Each of you give that every month, and so you are every year giving to the foundation. There is from time to time an opportunity, and this is basically, I think, Rich, correct me if I'm wrong, this happens once a year, and it has already happened this year, and the reason we have so many of these pens out here today, twice, okay, later this year, in the spring, later this year we'll be issuing another challenge, and you'll have another opportunity to have your funds matched by the district. Also, those of you who have not yet reached your first Paul Harris recognition, the Jerry Johnson Trust, which was set up a number of years ago, is an excellent opportunity for those of you who have not reached your first Paul Harris Fellowship to have your dollars, U.S. currency, matched by Jerry Johnson with U.S. currency, and to achieve your first Paul Harris Fellowship sooner than you otherwise would. Those of you who have already gotten your first Paul Harris Fellow recognition have many opportunities through this club to obtain subsequent Paul Harris recognition. And one of the things you need to be aware of is that the members of this committee, and there are, is it 6 or 7 members of the committee, each of us will be carrying around on a routine basis a document that looks like this. And if you want to walk up to one of the members of the committee and ask, where am I on my donations, we will be able to answer that question. We're not going to guarantee you that we will have it every day, but we will have it within a week or two. And for instance, I and I will just disclose my own situation. I am now at Paul Harris plus 6, but I'm $145 along toward Paul Harris plus 7. And I have a number of ways that I can go about getting to that Paul Harris plus 7. And if I were to go up to one of the other members of the committee, they would have the ability to tell me how to get that done and get it done quicker. You can do the same thing. All right, now having said that, Stephen, I want you to call out the names of the people that we're going to recognize, starting with the one closest to you there. By the way, you have those names listed on the bulletin. Well, let me tell you something. That's not the whole story. This has been an evolving deal. We've been getting information from Rotary International since I got that information and got it to the bulletin guru. And so we have a lot more names to call out than we had when I got that information to the bulletin editor. So, Stephen?
Oh, I'd like... All right, I don't want to scream here. First recipient is Police Chief Wayne Nero.
Chief, come on up. Chief is getting...
Yeah, I heard that. What was it? I can't believe he showed up. I think
That was me saying.
Chief is getting his pen and his, what do we call that? Is that a sash, a dangle? Medallion. Okay.
no sashes.
Enjoy it while you can, that's all I can say. I'd like everybody, as they receive theirs, to stay up here because I'm going to ask Henry to do a group photo at the end because, frankly, I think this is the largest group that has ever received their recognition. By the way, that's the terminology, and I think words are important. Paul Harris recognition. You are a fellow, you are a Paul Harris fellow, but what we're doing is, it is a recognition of donation to the foundation. It is a recognition of your contribution to the foundation. That's the important part, because it's what we do with those funds in the Rotary International Foundation.
Can I go ahead now?
Since the first grade. Yes, Dr. Benno, you may proceed.
Our next recipient is Tom Morton.
We probably got word to Tom too late because that was one that arrived
Next
just
is
on
Lynn
the
Beck.
cusp. Now, Glenn Beck is a double stepper. Glenn, in response to our challenge, not only made his first Paul Harris, he made his first Paul Harris +1. So, good work.
Randall Surrey.
You may proceed.
Randall Surrey.
Congratulations, Randall.
Next is Patricia Stevenson.
Patricia is receiving her pin for her Paul Harris +1.
You're a sweetheart.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
David Wolf.
David's pen arrived at my house when I arrived at home about 8:30 last night, and I tried to reach him to make sure he was going to be here, and none of his contact information is effective any longer. Frankly, I think he's on the run. I'm not sure, but none of it works. So anyway, we'll get that to him, and if necessary, we'll award it to him at the third quarterly foundation program.
Felix Boston.
Felix? And that's +3, correct?
What's the sound box?
Written on the
Plus
bottom.
2.
Plus 2.
Felix is Paul Harris +2.
And Ron Garland, plus 2. Okay, and Barbara Garland, plus 2.
Supposed to be 3.
Did they give you 3?
Barbara, I think this means your pen.
I think so. 37 years worth of pen.
Yep.
Bill Connor's next, but I don't believe Bill is here today.
We'll get it.
Ron Swain, plus 2. Larry Baird, plus 3.
Larry, congratulations.
Gary Hertel, plus 3. Gary here. Ray Barron, plus 4. And Gary Zreet, plus 6. Bill Ray, I don't see any more here.
Okay. Let's get that group photo.
Okay.
And